I'm Matt from Sydney. I drive a 2017 Nissan Patrol Y62. I've been trying a few times to get 200s out to sort of take on the 62s, but every time I organise a battle or organise a meet, 662s turn up, 200 turns up. It's just excuse city. So if you're in a 200 and you think you're capable and you're not too precious and you want to come out and get videoed going up against the nemesis, then get in contact with me. I'm ready, we're ready. Just you guys just sit on the lounge on the keyboard and just troll. So get out there, get out around a campfire, share a beer and some stories, and let's see who ultimately is more capable. Okay, so the front's got a Predator bar, which is available through Dash Off-Road, and that's got a sneaky little number plate flip underneath for a carbon winch, which is hidden under there, 12,000 pound carbon winch, which I've only recovered Land Cruisers with at this point. So yeah, so I saved up a lot of money and got some Kings. I've been really happy with them. I'm waiting for them to fail, but they've been pretty good up to date. So I got the GME XRS UHF, which is pretty funky, pretty good little bit of kit. It's all in the handpiece, OLED screen so you can see what channels, good scanning, good range. And if your other mate's got one, you can do like a GPS location to one another through the actual XRS system, which is pretty cool as well. Yeah, so it's a Rhino platform. It's the longest and biggest one I think you can get. It's not the backbone system, I've got the leg system, so arguably it's a bit quieter. Then I've recently just put up that little deflector because it was a bit noisy, so I put the deflector up and now it seems to have sort of calmed the wind noise down quite a bit. Yeah, so it's a Dacia Eclipse 270 Batwing style awning, which is awesome, really good. Like, get to the beach or get wherever you're going, if it's not windy, you just fold it out, hook it up, it's fully self-supportive. But if there's a bit of breeze around, it's got legs that will swing down, and it's also got 3 extra legs that you can put down to, like, if it's really, really blowy. Yeah, so the sliders are a Big O, made down there in Adelaide. They're all CAD designed and laser cut and really chunky and beefy, made out of a seamless tube, so keeps the weight down but the strength up. So we've only got about 21 kilos per side here, which is quite light for a slider of this calibre. And to be honest, I mean, I've put them through hell and they've been up to task. Yeah, so the rear bar is a Predator bar, Predator rear bar. So as like the front bar, it's also available from Dash Off-Road. It's only very light. I think it's about 28 kilos all up. So it's steel construction where it attaches to the vehicle and then has alloy fascia that then modularize around the car. It's got amazing departure, probably the most aggressive departure in the bar segment when it comes to these cars. These are a BlackRock 17 with a positive 20, mated to the Hankook dynapro 37-inch mud terrain tyres. So I think the 37s sort of fit on it reasonably well. They don't look out of whack. I mean, a lot of people assume they're 35s when they see it because the car is quite large and the wheel arches really do follow the line of the tyre. So been pretty happy with that, and Mr. Highway Patrol has pulled up several times and not really had an issue with them. So, and that has been in Nowra too, so that's well tested. So it still runs the factory HBMC system, which is a hydraulic body motion control system. So you've got 4 accumulators underneath that pump, funky hydraulic fluid around to each wheel. But what we've done is you get an extended lower arm, so you can raise it up, and you can also now degas the front strut and put another 2-inch lifted coil on the front. And in the back, it's just a spring lift with like a 1.5 to 2-inch K-frame space. So this is probably sitting at about 3.5 to 4 inches with a 37-inch tyre. So we've come up quite a bit from a factory height. So in the back, I'm still undecided what I'm doing with the vehicle in as much as, is it a tourer, am I going to get a van, am I going to get a camper trailer, don't really know. So at this stage, it's just a fridge slide. I've got a thumper system, a 12-volt battery solution in the back there, which is awesome. And I've just got a sub for the stereo because we all need to have that disco at times when we're touring through the high country or whatever. So pretty sort of light on the mods back there. I've got ARB twin pump hidden in the back quarter for onboard air, which has been really good. But other than that, it's not much to look at really. Engine-wise, it's completely stock. I haven't tuned it as yet. I'm still waiting for a flash style or a ECU style flash system that I'm happy with. It's got enough tables and customization to get the most out of it. So that's not too far away. Looking at a couple of options there. Exhaust-wise, it's got full headers, full stainless steel headers into a full Xforce stainless steel exhaust system with varex. So if I get up early in the morning, I don't want to wake the neighbours up, I can just turn the varex on and you really can't hear it, and get up the road and then bang, she's open again. It is basically a daily car, but as soon as I get a chance, I'm in the tracks, I'm in the rock crawling environments. I tend to gravitate towards rock crawling over other sort of terrains. I do sand, I do some big high country, that steep stuff, but lately it's been predominantly try and find some really gnarly sort of rock things to get up and see if it does get up. And to be honest, it's done an extraordinary job for what it is, and being fully independent. People have always sort of balked at that and said, well, it's not really how a four-wheel drive should be. Often get the fake petrol tag, but come out for a day with me and follow me up some tracks, or I'll follow you up some tracks, and they generally change their mind. So my channel is Wheeling Weber, which sort of piggybacks on the Dash Off Road channel. So the Dash Off Road channel is more informational, what to do or don't do what Dave does. Whereas mine, I try to capture what these things can actually do off-road. So where his is sort of more for how do I do that? What is this? How does this look? How does that work, etc. This is just right. Let's point the camera here and see if it'll go up. So you sort of get more of the more extreme, I guess, off-road content from Wheeling Weber channel. This is my first four-wheel drive I've ever owned, and it was, I didn't rush into it. It took about 4 to 6 months to work out what I felt was the car for me. Drove Land Rovers, Range Rovers, 200 series, Everest, Pajeros, everything. Initially, just like I think a lot of people, was racing out to get a VX 200 series, and then just after R&R, DD and whatnot, I just could not put better value than get a better value vehicle than this. So ended up buying this, and then for the money I saved on what I initially thought I was going to buy, I used to modify it. Yeah, so I'd like to thank Ontrack in Melbourne for supplying the lift and a couple other various ingenuitive parts and things that they've given me a chance to test and try, and then rolled out to the wider community. Dash Off Road for the bar work, Petters Moorbank for all the fitment. They've been really good actually. You must thank the guys down there, they've done a fantastic job. Big O in Adelaide, they've been great with the sliders and other fabrication that we've needed. Darchi, they've been good. Everyone's been great. Bush Barrier for supplying the skins that I've got now. I can sort of take them off when I need to and roll them up, put them in the back of the car, just save the paint from the pinstripes. We're on a couple of Facebook pages. We've got the Y62 Modified Patrol page. I've also got the Y62 Patrol Alliance page, which is capturing some attention from our USA audience for our Dash Off Road side of the business. So we're selling front bars and sliders and things like that. That's all going to go on that page. We share and collaborate with people in the US with the Armada. Instagram, it's at Wheeling Weber. That's where you can find me basically.